Hello? Hi. My hair is a mess, and I apologize for that. I don't know what is happening this morning. It's horrible. It's actually horrible. Hello. Welcome on in, everybody. I am pretty tired. I'm pretty tired. Didn't sleep the best last night. Feel like a broken record, but Kim is very pregnant at this point, and we really thought it would have happened by now. Like, we were like a week and a half ago, we thought it was happening, and every day since we've been like on edge. And for some reason last night, I convinced myself that last night was going to be the night. I was like, it's got to happen tonight. And every time Kim moved, I shut up like a bat out of hell. I was like, is it? I don't know. Like, you ever have those nights where you just fixate on something? I just kept every like 5 minutes. I was like, is it happening? About to dash to the door and grab my go bag. So I don't know. For some reason, it bothered me all night. Bothered isn't the right word, but you know what I mean. I just couldn't sleep. You look swollen. Thank you so much for saying that. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just couldn't sleep. But I will wake up, I promise. I got my coffee. I have a little carbonated water. And we're T-minus 28 minutes from another Nintendo Direct. I feel like all we've been doing lately is watching Nintendo Directs, which I kind of love, actually. I'm kind of really excited about that. We also ran out of milk, so I'm just drinking straight black coffee, like an adult, you know. All right, so we ain't got no bingo sheet today. We ain't looking for no Twilight Princess HD. This is all about Mario Kart. Of which I'm very excited. Despite some negativity in the room, I'm sure. I'm very excited to see the new Mario Kart.
5 months of fun times. Looking forward to many more with the Switch 2.
Thank you for saying that. Love you. Now I have played this game, so I have a little bit of an advantage here. I'm going into this with a little bit of a one-up. I have played this. I've played a traditional race, which I lost. I also played a battle royale type style battle mode, which I lost. Both were very fun. I didn't get to like explore the open world. That wasn't something that was offered to me. But that does look and sound fun. Other than that, in this Direct, I am hoping that we see anything that seemingly justifies an $800 price tag, other than Nintendo saying it's pretty good, guys. It's pretty fun. We made it pretty fun this time. Because if that's it, I'm not sure how I feel about that price tag. But, you know, if there's some promise of DLC, if there's like a billion modes with all this content, if it's revolutionary in some way, if they say they've been working on it for 10 years, and as a result, we have X, Y, and Z. Did I say 800? Did I say? I told you it's early. I told you it's early. Did I say 800? You know I meant 80. You know I meant 80. Get out of here. You know I meant 80. Sorry about that. Sorry to scare you like that. Could be. I mean, could be 800. We don't know yet. These tariffs are getting up there, you know? Could be. But no, I meant 80. I will say this. I'm sure it's worth 80. I mean, it's Nintendo. If any company's games are going to be worth more than the regular, I would say it would be Nintendo's. However, who cares? I don't want to pay 80. Let's not set that standard. Let's not set that standard off the rip. You know what I mean? Can we try 70, Nintendo? You tried it one time. It's 120 Australian. Yeah, I mean, that is how money works. That is how dollars work globally. You've seen Stressed. I have seen it. Do you mean Bean? I've also been it. Sure, you got a lot going on your plate. Just know your viewers appreciate you. Shiny, I love you so much. It's a stressful time, but we're good. We're good. I feel good. I feel tired, but I feel good. What's your opinion on Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and do you think it will fail because of Mario Kart World? Did Sonic Team Racing fail technically? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think that has anything to do with Mario Kart. What's your opinion on Halo? Did it fail because of COD? Like, I don't know what to tell you. It's two different games. I don't think there's really an answer to that. Morning, how is Kim feeling? Hope all is well. She's asleep right now, but you know, she's very pregnant. We want this to happen already. Like, we're at the point now where we're like, we just want it to happen. Drop the price would. Hey, if I could, I would. That's something that I'll also say that a lot of people need to realize is that I don't work at Nintendo. I don't have the ability to drop the price. I'm also like as annoyed by all of it as anybody. You know, I made 2 full podcast episodes that were both twice as long as I normally do episodes, and a whole Beatemups video that has 1 million views talking about the price and that I'm not okay with the price of stuff. But people, you know, when I make a video 70 upcoming games, because I'm still excited for the console, and 99% of those games aren't $80, you know? Like, most of them are just normal prices. You know what I mean? People will still comment, like, why is this dude still making videos about Nintendo? Or, like, can this guy, like, you know, or, like, just, and I'm not even going to repeat what people say. It's not me. I have no control over it. I'm also a Nintendo fan, and I clearly have been for 8 years. My whole channel is about it. I love Nintendo. And I haven't been lying about it the whole time, you know? And I'm not a flake who, as soon as I'm upset by something that the company is doing, I'm just going to pretend that I don't like the games and pretend that, you know, PlayStation's my favorite console now. Oh, actually, guys, I meant Xbox. I'm not going to flip-flop. I'm not, you know, I don't know what else word to use. I'm not a flake. Like, this is what I'm passionate about. Nintendo is what I'm passionate about. Am I happy with what they're doing right now? No. But half of my content since this whole thing has started happening has been about how it's not okay and that I'm not happy with it. There's not much else I can do. And I'm not going to sit here every day uploading videos about, oh, Nintendo's so greedy.
I pre-ordered the Switch 2 the other
Nintendo
week.
hates us, guys. Doesn't this suck?
I'm unbelievably excited for it.
Because I'm just not, like, I've said it once, twice, 3 times. How many times you got to say it? How many videos you got to make about that? How many times you got to bum everybody out, you know? Like, there needs to be, I think, a mix when you're creating content. And I think there are channels out there. If you want to go for the rage bait, there are channels out there that won't stop uploading about how greedy Nintendo is. There's plenty of those videos if you want to go watch them. I've made 3 in the span of like 2 or 3 weeks. So that's enough. That's enough from me. You got enough of that from me, I think. You know, I gotta make other content. I can't do the same thing. That's been pretty consistent with me. I can't do the same thing over and over and over again. I get bored, right? I've said what I've needed to say. I have no control over it. And by the way, if Nintendo sticks to this pricing point and everyone buys it anyway, nothing's gonna change. If they stick to this and you guys don't buy it, then they'll be forced to change it. That's how you make a change. Prove them wrong. I don't know what to tell you. I will be buying it because I have to review it. It's my job, and I'm having a baby. What do you want? And also, I love Nintendo. I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. That's not a fight I can fight with you guys. I'm not in that position. Also, as of right now, it is only Mario Kart, and you can also get it for $50 if you buy it in the bundle. So we'll have to see if they actually do 80 again. I'm really hoping that they justify the 80 today. Like, I'm holding out hope. You know? All right. Enough of all that. The Game Chasers. Oh, okay. I started reading that. I'm going to stop. But thanks for the 5. I'm gonna start reading it again. The Game Chasers aren't scammers. This person wrote the Game Chasers are scammers. 5 years and paying hundreds of dollars for Blu-rays and they still haven't been sent out. I don't believe that's true at all. Billy works so hard on those Blu-rays, and I lived with him for a while. He was always sending those things out. It's like his whole job. I watched him send those things out. You should contact him and try and figure out why you haven't got yours, than complaining online in a completely separate place. A completely separate channel. Sorry you had that experience. Scott Edwards, thanks so much for the 10. Sending love from across the pond in UK. You and Kim will be amazing parents. Are you worried about the Switch pre-orders and being pulled from the US in the wake of tariffs, the potential cost? Yeah, of course. I'm worried about all of it. It all sucks. It all sucks. We still haven't been able to pre-order it. I'm hoping that we hear about it today, but there might not be an answer yet. And it's, what, almost 10 days? It's a full week since we were supposed to pre-order it. There's supposed to be there's always a 2-month window of pre-ordering before a new console comes out. We're in that window and we can't. And then I see like Australia, my home, beautiful country, land of the free. I see them pre-ordering it, UK pre-ordering it, you know, and then I'm just like, okay, cool. I still don't have one. So yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Shrekky, thanks so much for the gifted sub. What do you think will be shown in this direct? Oh, you know, Twilight Princess HD. We'll probably get some more GameCube games on the GameCube Online app. Stuff like that. For sure. I'm watching in Australia, but I'm from Brazil. Let's go, nerd. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And then over here on Twitch. Sorry, I actually have been doing a really bad job at looking at Twitch too. Sorry about that. I went live really in a rush because I woke up a little late and I was making coffee and I didn't have all my chats pulled up. The Lotch88 with 10 gifties. Thank you so much, Lotch. I really appreciate you over here on Twitch. Water Goddess with 245 bits. I pre-ordered the Switch 2 the other week. I got the Mario Kart World bundle. I'm incredibly excited. Yeah, see, wish I was in that boat with you. Master Dookie with a Prime. Water Goddess again. Howdy from Western Australia. Let's go, Australia. Relaxing with some mocha coffee. What time is it? It's like nighttime for you. You're drinking coffee at 9 p.m.? Hi, Steven. 100 bits from Straldino. Got bored with a Prime. There was a hype train that I think I missed. Mark Reed gifted 5 subs. Minoso with a prime. Mark Reed with 36 months. Rodisi with 39. Chaos with a prime. Brooke with 19 months. And we're all caught up on Twitch as well. I wish it was still going. Poor guys that managed it. Loved having conflicts. I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. Someone's talking to someone else on Twitch. Love that though. Well, if you need one to pre-order one, Wood, Scott, I appreciate that. I mean, that's hopefully a fallback, right? We'll try and get someone else to pre-order me one. I can't even go to Canada and get one because the Canada pre-orders were also stopped. But I mean, I don't know. I'll be pretty shocked if the launch date comes around and they start rolling out worldwide and America's left out. I feel like the launch date will just get pushed back everywhere. I know that's crazy, and I know like America's not the only country, but it's such a large market, and I feel like once they go live, yeah, people are going to be trying to get them from other places, and I think that's going to mess up Nintendo's like everything. I feel like it's going to mess up their everything if you have like the whole country of America and Canada trying to import and order from other countries. It's going to just be a mess, I think. So I think the worldwide release has to be the same day. So I'm not too worried about missing out while it actually gets released everywhere else, because I think the launch date would get moved before that. But honestly, I have no idea. This is uncharted territory. We've never seen anything like this. Head, thanks so much for the 2 types of people in the world: those who have farted in their hand and smelt it, and liars. Sure, you're on a bender right now, Head and Cheese. I appreciate you though. Scott Edwards, I already read that, but thank you. Shreky Recky with a gifty sub, thank you so much. Mario Kart is worth 80 for me, so I don't care. Look, it's worth it for a lot of people, especially if it's your favorite franchise. It's just the standard that it's setting, I think, that's a little scary. But, look, let's get through this direct, and then we can really have that conversation, I feel like. I love the logo redesign. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, by the way, and let me, I actually am now realizing I haven't really set up this live. So let me set up this live real quick. We have a new banner and icon here on YouTube. I always get really paranoid about changing anything, but especially like the profile picture for YouTube, because I don't want it to like show up and confuse people and not be the same. But I mean, the new icon for the channel is a lot more streamlined. The little circle is a lot more streamlined and obvious that it's Beatemups now, which is good. Hold on, I'm just setting up this stream. My computer's running really slow today. I probably should have done a little reset before I went live, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be good. Oh, that's not too bad. It's pretty much boom, boom. Oh, also worth saying, guys, a couple of things, if you wouldn't mind. Like the stream. It helps share it out in the algorithm. Subscribe if you're new, because on this channel, this Beatemups channel this year, I would love to hit 2 million subs. I never like push for subs, you know. I pushed for subs a lot up to 1 million. And that was like 4 years ago. And then I was like, okay, we hit 1 million. I'm going to see what happens now and chill. Because like, what is the next goal anyway? But we have been at like 1.8 million subs on this channel for like 3 years. And it's because subs in general aren't a thing anymore. People don't really sub to channels these days. The whole TikTok culture is that videos just get recommended and show up in feeds. And people don't even have to follow anyone anymore because the algorithm does such a good job, which is great, honestly. And it's good for views. But it doesn't really beget subs. So I'd love to hit 2 million here. And we are only like 4,000 subs away from getting a play button on the podcast. And I will be live today with the podcast at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So in about 6-7 hours. So over here on the Nintendo podcast, actually we're at like 3,000 subs away. I'd love to get your help here. And then on Beatemups, brand new banner. Brand new logo. Streamlined logo, brand new banner. Kim did the art. And I love it. And it's awesome. I think it's the best art I've ever had on the channel. I had a reference here somewhere. I don't want to... Hold on, let me pull it up. I saved the old one. And I think it's a night and day difference that it's so much better now. Yeah, here. So that's the old banner, which we had for a long time. In fact, it was actually a little sad to let go of this background because this blurred background, I've been using this blurred background since the start of my channel in 2013. Little lore that no one cares about. It's actually a very, very old, like 60s or 70s Hulk comic. I never talk about this because it's so pointless. Why would I talk about it? You can kind of see Hulk here. This like green blur. That's Hulk. This is an old Hulk comic. Because when I started the channel, it was very comic book themed. Like, it was about video games, but my old Game Quest episodes were like comic booky. And yeah, this was a comic book. And I just always changed the art and the logo and the pictures on top of this banner. This Bruce banner. And Kim has always done the art for it. So this was the last art that she did. And then this is her new one. And I love it. I think it's honestly so much better. I mean, it's tough to say better when it's both Kim, but I think she crushed it this time. It's so much fun. And yeah, we're a little preemptive on the baby. We actually had a plan that we were going to do a version without the baby. And then once he's here, we were going to update it. But I just love it. And I was like, I don't know. Once she drew it, I was like, I don't want to take him out. He's too cute. We can't take out the baby. He's just here. He's just here already. So he's in there. Yeah. Bruce Banner. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit of lore there. Thanks for that. Thanks for indulging in that. But yeah, so hit the like, subscribe, and watch the podcast today if you wouldn't mind. It should be fun. I'm actually all set up behind me for it already, pretty much. That's what the tables are out for. We do it down here. And then here we go. Here's the direct, which is already live, actually. And starts in... Monday. Starts in... Why can't... My brain is dead. 7 minutes it starts. Sorry about that. Couldn't think. Baby is Olabon main? Yeah. I tweeted the banner and someone on Twitter was like, oh, so he just loves Pikmin already? I don't know. It just made sense. He's a little guy. He's a little guy and Pikmin are little guys. Do you think Nintendo will make a new Ocarina of Time? I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance. I think they're doing a lot of things that people wouldn't expect from them. Like, you wouldn't expect Nintendo to do an Ocarina of Time remake. But you also wouldn't expect Nintendo to have a console that can do 4K 60 frames. And I think something that a lot of people have been doing over the years is like Ocarina of Time, Unreal Engine, 4K 60, you know. And I think Nintendo sees stuff like that. And I think, like, with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, they're like, okay, you want to play this in 4K 60? That's something that everybody wants to emulate. Then how about we sell it to you? How about we give it to you? And I could totally see them doing the same thing with Ocarina. Like, oh, okay, everyone wants to do, like, make their own Ocarina in Unreal Engine, and it blows up on YouTube. Well, how about we make that and we sell it to you? I think there is a possibility there. It's not the highest possibility, but I do think there's a possibility. Also, I'm working on a video right now. I shot it, and while I was shooting it, I was like, this is so silly. This is the silliest video I've ever made. But just because it felt so narcissistic, it really did. But I wanted to make, you know how people make videos like, I was right about XYZ. Like, I was right. You know, it's always the I was wrong or I was right. I was like, I wanted to do a video where I was right about the Switch 2. Because I've been following it for years, and I gotta be honest, guys. I gotta be honest. I hate even saying it because it feels so narcissistic. But I essentially predicted the Switch 2. Like, if you've been following me for a while, I've been predicting it for about 5 years now. Like, I found predictions of me talking about what the Switch 2 will be 5 years ago. And I was like, okay, I want to make an I was right video. So I went through my podcast and my YouTube channel, and I found all the examples for the last 5 years of me saying it'll launch with Mario Kart. It'll be called like Mario Kart, you know, something. It won't be 9 or 10. It'll most likely be Mario Kart, you know, X or Rainbow Road or something like that. Metroid will come a few months later, day one. It'll be 4K 60, maybe even 120 frames. Like, all this stuff that I was talking about dating back years ago. And I've been working on that video, and the more I work on it, the more I just don't even want to put it out because it just feels so gloaty. It just feels so bad. Like, I don't know. I told my editor, I'm like, if I'm coming across bad, just delete the video. I'm so embarrassed, but also very proud. So I'm kind of caught in between.
Highwood.
Yeah. Oh, I thought there'd be some. I thought we were getting a comment attached to that. Let me move some of this stuff so I can see. Can't really see Twitch chat right now. Let me see. If you watched the Nintendo podcast from last week, he talks about it in length. Talk about what in length? Who are you replying to? Baby Binky? Oh no, Henry. Do you think the Switch 2 will be another Wii U? Yeah, I do talk about that on the last podcast. Pretty much all of my Nintendo opinions and questions that you have for me, I guarantee you I talk about them on the podcast. Guarantee you. I talk very extensively about all my predictions and all my opinions on everything that's happening on the podcast. All right. So, everybody, I'm excited for your Switch 2 journey. By the way, Shy Guy is the best part of Mario Kart. Well, I think it's the cow. All right, everybody. Reiterate, I'm very tired, but very excited to see more of Mario Kart World. I have played it. So this isn't like as exciting of a direct for me as like, you know, the big reveal of the Switch or, you know, some other things that have been happening recently. I am about to watch 15 minutes of a game that I have played. So playing it is definitely more exciting and takes a little bit of that edge away from a direct. But the big thing I'm excited for here is to see if they even attempt to justify the $80 in any way. If they mention it, would be great. Or if they just show us like 15 minutes of like an insane amount of content that makes us go, oh, okay, there's the value, you know? Or if it's just a standard Mario Kart game in an open world and we're like, so why is it 80? Is it 80 because you know that we'll pay 80? Because that's sort of, oh. So I think there's three options here. I'm going to pause this music because we are a minute away from this starting. It's 15 minutes. Yeah, it's 15 minutes, which is pretty long for a direct on just one game. So they're definitely going into detail here. We haven't played it, though? No, I know you have. I didn't say you've played it. Obviously. God damn, some people. Obviously, you haven't played it. You can be excited. I am excited. Oh, my God. Let's watch. So silly.
drivers, start your engines. Welcome to the Mario Kart World game, available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. What kind of races await you? In Mario Kart World, you'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix. But why stop there? Across cities,
I do love the grinding.
a desert, and even the ocean, you can drive virtually everywhere in this fully interconnected world.
It looks just like the Breath of the Wild map. Can we
Races
talk about
are held
that?
on courses scattered throughout various regions that span this world, and you can freely drive between them. There's a lot in store, and we're only at the starting line. Let's introduce some of the courses that are waiting for you. Here we go!
Oh, sorry about the mouse. I thought we liked mouse. The whole
Courses
Switch
are
thing is a
found
mouse now.
throughout the world, inspired by their surrounding region.
Sorry about that.
Let's take a look at some of the new courses to explore. Ride the ridges and roads on Mario Brothers Circuit. And cruise the curves around the canyon. You can't miss it. See the sights and structures of Crown City. You can even soar in style down Main Street.
That's very New York.
Drift along the rapid waterways of Salty Speedway and make a splash around the city's canals. Stay cool in the snowy trails of Starview Peak. Just don't slip off while soaking up the scenery.
I did not know you could play as that penguin. That's
Have
actually
a
really cute.
spirited showing at the ghostly movie theater Boo Cinema. It's a whole new kind of drive-in theater.
Spooky Waluigi's a cool
And
outfit.
In addition to lots of new courses, there's Toad's Factory, Peach Beach,
Oh,
Wario Shipyard, and more. Nostalgic courses from past titles are also here, but now they're reimagined and spread throughout the world, where races can happen during the day or at night.
that is cool. How many is that? Like, did someone count? It looks like about, what, 30?
Race as familiar characters like Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, and Yoshi. Plus, new drivers like Goomba, Spike, and, that's right, Cow.
Yeah, the cows definitely peak.
Even more new racers are waiting and ready to roll. Select your character. Choose your
Daisy
vehicle.
looks cute.
Then you're off to the races. Characters and vehicles each have different stats, so make sure to find the combo that best suits you.
Okay, so you don't pick like wheels and anything anymore, which is I
There
kind
are
of
two
hated that
main styles
anyway.
of race revving up in this world: Grand Prix and Knockout Tour. In both modes, up to 24 drivers can participate, the most in series history. Your rivals aren't the only hazards you'll need to avoid on the road. Look out for cars that shoot bullet bills, attacks from Hammer Brothers, and other obstacles along the way. Try to steer clear.
Yeah, so far it's
And now,
Mario Kart.
Get ready for Grand Prix with Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star Cup, and more. Grand Prix races are held all around the game's world. You'll race through 4 different courses in each cup and aim for the top spot. In Mushroom Cup, you'll start off racing around Mario Brothers Circuit, while the second race will take you from Mario Brothers Circuit to Crown City. For the first time, you'll need to drive yourself to the next course in Grand Prix. So
I
don't
do
sleep
like
at
that.
the wheel. And if you conquer all Grand Prix Cups, rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear.
Oh, okay, remember. Well, way to give away the secret.
Next up is a new mode, Knockout Tour. From Golden Rally to Ice Rally and more. These extended races take you from one end of the world to the other.
and you get knocked
ready
out.
for a sprint. But you've got to place if you want to stay in the race.
That's fun.
Speed towards checkpoints throughout the world. If you don't make the cut, you're out of the
Oh,
running.
this is the mode I played. That's what it was called. Yeah, that's the one I failed at.
Buckle up. The competition
Knockout
gets more
tour.
intense
Okay.
as you close in on the checkpoints.
That's a fun. I do like
You've
that
got
mode.
to drive to survive in Knockout Tour. So keep your eyes on the prize and aim for first
I immediately failed because I was trying to film.
Items can
Is that it?
drastically
Or for the
change
modes?
outcome
I
of
thought
a
there'd be
race.
more modes.
Here are some new items that'll help you out. Coin shell. When you throw a coin shell, coins will appear. Now's your chance to grab them. Just don't let your rivals cash in first. Ice flower. With the ice flower, you can freeze out rivals and send them spinning.
That's
Hammer. Aim the hammer in an arc and nailed it. Hammers also stay on the course for a short time and can be used to block off rivals. Mega Mushroom. With the Mega Mushroom, go
Mega
big,
Mushroom.
so your rivals will go home. Feather. Use the feather to jump up and avoid attacks. You may even discover some unexpected routes.
cute. I do love the
Comic.
grinding.
With Comics Magic, your rivals will transform. What other mysterious effects will happen? You'll have to see for yourself. The lower your placement, the more likely you are to find items that'll turn the tables. So when you get items, go for it.
In the water is diabolical for lightning.
And if you're new to the Mario Kart series, there are added support features to help you along the way. These include smart steering, which helps you stay on the course.
They had that on by default when we played the
Tilt
demo,
controls,
and it sucked.
Where you can hold the Joy-Con 2 controller
It made it
horizontal
so hard to
and
play.
Use motion controls to steer. And if you have the Joy-Con 2 wheel, you can feel like you're really driving.
With a tiny little wheel.
Ooh, how about a quick break? A snack sounds good right about now. Hey, look, it's a drive-through.
I like how everyone thought that was
Here at
gas,
Yoshi's,
and it's
you can grab
straight
in
up
order to go.
food. It's a drive-through.
Dash food. Take a bite and you can unlock outfits inspired by your meal.
Inspired by your meal?
Eat some sushi and whoa, nice threads. Once unlocked, these outfits can be selected from the character selection screen.
I mean, yeah, that's fun.
Who knows what dishes or outfits you'll find? Make a pit stop and check out these drive-thrus all around the world. That was a nice detour. Now let's get back to the action. Let's introduce some new tricks that'll help you ace each race. Charge jump. You can now use a charge jump by holding the drift button while driving straight ahead.
Oh.
Charge and release to
Oh,
jump.
I didn't know that. I didn't do that.
Use this to leap over obstacles. Grind
Oh,
along
that's
power
really
lines
interesting. You can jump now.
and dodge attacks from your rivals.
Oh, so that's how you get up there. I was trying to figure out how to
And
get
if
up
you
on the
jump
rails.
toward a wall, you can wall ride for a short period of time.
Okay, that's sick, actually. That's really cool.
Chain some tricks together, and you may even reach places like this. Ah, so close. Almost there. Whenever this happens, be kind and rewind.
Well,
This will return your vehicle to its original position.
what, even when you're playing online?
Nice, made it.
I mean, rewind is cool, I
This
think.
can come in handy when mapping out how to best approach a course. Keep in mind, though, your rivals will still move normally when you rewind, so don't lose your lead.
Yeah, why would you do that in a race?
Want to take a spin
so funny.
in even more races?
It's cool that
In
you can
time
do it.
trials, it's you against the clock. Here, you can race without any other competitors. If you go online, you can download and compete against ghost data from racers around the world.
It's
Customize
still
the rules
very
of the
just
road
Mario
in
Kart,
versus
right?
race.
Like, it's cool.
You can use the classic rule set of running 3 laps within the same course, or you can choose to drive the distance from one course to another. You can even take the road less traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix or Knockout Tour. Up to 24 drivers can now compete in 2, 3, or even 4 teams. Group up and get ready to put the pedal to the metal.
It'd be cool if when you're playing in the open world, you see
Next
other
up,
players.
Battle mode. Pop off locally or
Is that-
online in balloon battle. Use items to
there is
burst
a-
your rivals' balloons.
there is a
Pop
balloon
the ball
battle.
and your rivals out.
Okay.
And coin runners, where you can go for the gold by collecting the most coins.
Okay. There's some extra modes.
Race or battle, enjoy whatever drives you.
Okay. That's good. All right. I want to know about this.
When you're not racing, you can enjoy free roam and go wherever your heart takes you.
But
No
why?
roads? No problem.
What do you do out there?
Ride the rivers. See the seas. Drive the desert. Or jump off from way up here. You can go wherever you like, even to the edges of the world. Hey, there's a P-switch over there. Hit hundreds of P-switches you find across the world to start missions.
Okay. That's something.
By completing them, you can hone your driving ability outside of races. There are also hidden coins,
Okay. There's something out there.
hidden panels, and more. So take the scenic route and explore. Also, during free roam, you can take photos whenever you like. Strike a pose. Look at the camera. Choose a frame to decorate, and nice. That is a winner.
Nice.
If one person has Mario Kart World, up to 4 players can race in split screen on the same system.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
The game also supports local wireless play. Up to 8 players, with up to 2 players on each system, can race together this way.
Okay. Do you all have to have the game? Assuming yes.
And up to 24 players from around the world can join a race or battle in online play.
It is cool that the option of playing on all those switches is there.
This may look like free roam, but this is where you'll wait while your friends join you.
It's a cool area. I like that area.
Looks like someone's arrived. Yep, you can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world.
Okay, I
By
like
checking
that.
the map, you can quickly see where your friends are and travel to their location.
Okay, I like that. I like being able to see them in the world. That's fun.
Battle or race with custom rules. Or just go for a ride together. Make this road trip your own.
That's good.
You can also
I'm
take
glad
photos
that's an
together
option.
along the way, if that's more your speed. With Game Chat, enjoy an expanded experience by talking online with friends. Use the built-in microphone to voice chat while driving together.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Check this out.
It's a beautiful, I would say it's beautiful.
Nice.
It's a beautiful game.
Or take a back seat and watch each other's game screens.
The animation and the design of the carts are really cute.
If you have a Nintendo Switch 2 camera, You can enjoy seeing your friends' reactions while playing together. Who's close by? Wait, who just passed me? You'll be able to tell in an instant. Aim a shell and bullseye.
My God, it was George. How dare he?
And when playing together in person on the same system, a single camera can detect up to 4 people's faces.
That is cool.
Enjoy the view and get ready to face off with your friends. A transcontinental race around the world is just around the corner in Mario Kart World, available exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. A hardware bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World will also be available.
Oh, that's all right, I'm just gonna say it. It's not worth 80. I'm just gonna say it off the rip. I don't get it. I've never look. Just in case this gets clipped, I've never said it was going to be worth 80. I did say that I was holding out hope that in this direct, they would justify it. That's my whole thing.
95% sure the extra $10 was exclusively for the camera thing.
Huh? My whole thing was if they could justify it, it would be in this direct. That's what I said. I thought if there was a way they could justify it, it would be here. So I wanted to wait before getting too angry or upset until I'd seen this. And now that I've seen it, I don't get the 80. I don't get the 80. Hold on, before I say too much, let's do polls in chat. I really want to get the vibe of chat. Because the comments are coming in thick and fast. And I want to make sure that we're all at least on the same page here. Is Mario Kart World worth $80? We'll do yes, no, and then still undecided, to be fair. I don't know if someone in... Oh. God. Was that you, Steven? You were on it so quickly. Yeah, that's a lot of no's. That is a lot of no's. That does seem to be the vibe. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be very honest. It looks like normal ass Mario Kart with grinding and set in an open world. The open world aspect is cool. Don't get me wrong. It is something I feel like this series maybe even needed and really ties together the concept of what Mario Kart is. But it's pretty clear there is nothing happening in that open world. It's not like that open world is really giving us much extra value, right? Like it's cool, but you're hitting some P switches and finding some hidden tiles. It's not really an adventure. It's not really an experience. It's not really like... It's nice that it's there. But if you look at Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and you look at Mario Kart World, what Mario Kart World has over Mario Kart 8, the open world and grinding, that's just like normal next step evolution stuff. When Breath of the Wild went open world, they didn't charge us an extra $10 for that because it has an open world now. Like, the stuff in this Mario Kart is just normal next evolution of a video game stuff. It's not like...
Steven the Goat.
It's not like crazy over-the-top new content. They're not promising to give us a bunch of DLC for free. Look, if this was $70, that's $10 more than the last Mario Kart. That's $10 more than every other Nintendo game other than Tears of the Kingdom, which when Tears of the Kingdom was $70, they made a big deal about justifying, this is $70 because we've spent 5 years working on it. And we were all like, okay, that makes sense, which is really why I felt like in this Direct, they were going to be like, it's $80, but we've done this, this, and this, and we're promising this, this, and this. They made such a big deal out of Tears of the Kingdom. I really thought for an $80 game, they would also make a big deal justifying it. But they kind of didn't. And if this game was $70, I would understand. I would be like, okay, we're in the next generation of Nintendo. You've gone 4K 60. Everything else is $70 in the industry. I get it. Why are we doing $80? Nintendo said that they're doing variable pricing now. So when they determine a game is worth more, they're going to make it cost more. Okay. I don't know if I like that, but I understand what you're saying. You're saying if you determine it to be an $80 game, you will charge us $80. That's your mentality. Right, got it, on board. So why is this $80? Why have you variably determined this is $80? If this is your new thing, where you're determining what's worth what, explain it to us. Tell us why it's $80. Tell us why you've determined this is an $80 game, right? Like, am I off base with that? Let me say that again so that we're on the same page. Doug Bowser and Nintendo have said that they're doing variable pricing this generation, where when they determine a game is worth a certain amount, they're going to price it that way. So if they think a game is $50, they're going to charge $50. If they think a game is $80, they're going to charge $80. Now, let's say we agree with that, right, chat? Hear me out here, because I'm on your side. Let's say we agree with that, Mr. Doug Bowser. Okay, we agree. Charge us what you think a game is worth. Is the onus, is that a word? That's not a word, right? Is the onus, I'm not going to use that word because I don't know if that's a word. Is the responsibility then not on Nintendo to tell us why it's $80? Right? That's not that crazy, is it? And I don't feel like they told us why it's $80. I feel like they just showed us a normal-ass Mario Kart. And they're like, no, we promise it's really good. It's $80. I don't get why it's $80. I want to get why it's $80. I don't get why it's $80. I would understand why Tears of the Kingdom would be $80, you know? But this, I don't get why this is $80. I just don't see what it has over a normal Mario Kart. Especially for the first time they're doing an $80. I feel like they need to explain it. This is only a $70 game because that's where the industry is. And like, I would accept $70 at this point because everyone else is charging $70. So why shouldn't Nintendo? But at the same time, this is a $60 game comparatively to what we're used to, right? I mean, this is still a normal, like, and this could have released on Switch 1 without the 4K 60 and it wouldn't look as pretty, but the game could still have been a Switch 1 game. There's another. I'm thinking all of this out loud. There's another side to this where some people do think it's worth 80, some, and everyone's opinions are valid. So let's talk about that. Look, if any video game is worth $80, in my probably biased opinion, but I think accurate opinion personally, from what I judge as quality video games in the marketplace, if any video game is worth 80, it would be a Nintendo game. Because I feel like Nintendo are really the main and sometimes only company that works on a video game until it's done, that puts out polished quality experiences with no bugs, no issues, that are fun to their core, and they will be fun for years to come. The value in Nintendo games are there. So if you were, gun to your head, someone was like, pick a video game company, all their games are going to be 80 from now on. And you have to judge it based on value of what they're giving you. I think most people would say Nintendo. Like, Xbox games, they're not 80. PlayStation games, some of them probably should be 80. Could be 80, not should be, GTA 6, that's probably an $80 game. But in general, to those people that are saying yes to this, sure, Nintendo games are the ones that should be 80 or could be 80 in the industry. I agree with that. But if we're going to do it, can we justify it? Like, oh, sorry. FromSoft, L-Take, did you just get here? That what I just said is not an L-Take, for one. What I just said is me trying to understand why it could be 80, but that's not my actual take. I've already said my take. Rewind the stream. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury. That is not my official stance. I was trying to understand why. I was trying to give reason why a Nintendo game would be worth 80, but I don't feel like this game is worth 80. Personally. Oh, wait, are you saying L-Take because it is worth 80? Oh, right, I forgot that there are some people in chat. Sorry. Yeah, if you think it's worth 80, that's probably an L-Take. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All opinions are valid. If you think it's worth 80, it's your wallet. I understand. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I really went into this direct hoping to hear them. Honestly, what I was hoping to hear them say is like, we're supporting this game moving forward for the next year or two. There'll be DLC, extra maps, extra content, and they'll be provided free. That's why we're charging more, because we want some wiggle room to keep developing for this game moving forward, almost like a live service. That's honestly what I was kind of expecting them to say. That was something I was looking at or hoping to hear. That's kind of, if you were to like, if I was a betting man, that's where I would have put my money. With what was going to happen today. And it just wasn't there. There's two main modes, the traditional Mario Kart and then the knockout mode. They also threw in battle mode and a coin mode, but it doesn't seem to be that fleshed out. Tons of characters. You can change their outfits by eating food. You can grind rails, and there's an empty open world. Yeah. Yeah, that's a rough one. I feel like this could have been an $80 game if it went above and beyond what we expect from Nintendo. But this is kind of just what I expect from Nintendo. This is just the next Mario Kart, and it looks fun. It's only $80, so you buy the $500 Switch 2. I don't know what that means. I mean, there is one. If you're I'd pay $100, but I'm a fanboy. Look, if Mario Kart is like your thing, if it's like your favorite game ever, then sure, the value is different to you, I suppose. You would pay whatever to play it. But I think in general, I'm trying to weigh this up unbiasedly, you know? Because, like, for me, if the next Zelda was $80, I would feel the same way. I would be like, well, honestly, that game's going to be worth $100 to me. But I don't think it's going to be worth $100 to the industry at large. Yeah, let me finish that thought. So the Switch 2 bundle for $500 does come with Mario Kart, and that makes Mario Kart 50. That's a really good deal. But that is only if you're okay with getting it digital, which fine, whatever. I mean, if physical is worth that much to you, then I guess you got to pay for it. I don't know what to tell you. I guess you're screwed. And I'm in that boat too. But there is a good deal you can get here by buying the Mario Kart bundle. And I guess, yeah, as long as you don't care about getting it physical, no one actually has to pay $80. We can all get it for $50. You know? I mean, the only route, I guess, where someone wouldn't be able to get it for $50 is like if someone bought them the Switch without it and then they had to buy it separately, but then I guess they got a free Switch or... Yeah, I don't know what realm there is for people to have to pay $80 other than wanting it physical. I think it's a little bit more also like the precedent that it's setting, because like if there's no real reason why this is $80, then what's stopping them for just charging $80 on any game? What I want to know is too, the bundle is limited time. Oh, really? How long is limited time? Because that does change things for sure. Another thing I want to know here is, like, they're charging $70 for Donkey Kong, right? So, like, does Donkey Kong suck? Why is Mario Kart $80 but Donkey Kong is $70? That's another reason why I really thought in this Direct they would explain or offer something, like, more. Because if this is just a standard Mario Kart and it's worth $80... then what's wrong with Donkey Kong that it's only a $70 game? Not as popular? Yeah, but we're not charging for popularity here. I mean, apparently we are, and you're right. But that's not what this is supposed to be about. We're not supposed to be charging for popularity of a franchise or an IP. We're supposed to be charging for what the game is offering. So if Donkey Kong's only $70, and I say only in the context here, you understand? If the Donkey Kong is only $70, what's it not offering? Is Nintendo saying it's not as good of a game? It's not as polished? It's not as finished? It's not what? Like, what is Donkey Kong not doing? Multiplayer? Yeah, but Mario Kart is multiplayer. That's the whole thing. There's no single player. I mean, $8 is 2-week paycheck for me, so I don't know if I'll ever play the game. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I guess it doesn't matter, does it? I mean, what does it matter? Nintendo will not address this. I just want you to know. Nintendo will not address this. The price is $80. The price isn't coming down. Unless no one buys it. Which I just don't think is going to happen. I think there will be people that won't buy it. But I think as a whole, especially at launch, everyone getting that bundle, I don't think it's going to play a big effect in the grand scheme of things. So I guess it just is what it is. It's 80. Pay it if you want. Pay it, don't if you don't. You know? Hot take, the only game I'm spending 80 on is the next Smash Brothers. That's the thing, though. That's the thing that I was saying, like what Ham said. If it's your favorite IP, if it's your favorite franchise, you're going to be more inclined to pay more, and you're going to be more happy to pay more. But that's kind of what Nintendo are preying on here. That you love the franchise, that you love the IP, that everyone loves Mario Kart. 60 million people or something bought it last time, so they know they can charge more. They're charging you for your nostalgia. They're charging you for your love for the franchise, which isn't and hasn't been Nintendo to me. And look, maybe I'm missing something here. I'm disappointed in what they've done. And maybe I'm missing something here. I really am fine with them charging $80 for a game if they can justify it. If they can break past video game norms and they can do something really special that we haven't seen in gaming before, if they can innovate, if they can Nintendo it up and, you know, and do something different, I will pay $80 if a game is worth it. You know, well, I'll be happy with paying 80, I should say. I'm not happy with paying 80 just because I love Mario Kart. What, the more I love something, the more I have to pay? I'm not even that big of a fan of Mario Kart. What if I get like a Mario Kart tattoo of like a blue shell, I'll have to pay 100? Do I have to start screening for like tests on how much I love something? I have a big collection of Zelda stuff in my house. Do I have to pay 100 for the next Breath of the Wild? The more I love something, the more it costs. You know what? I hate Nintendo now. Can I pay 50? I don't know what to say. Usually I get out of here right away. I end and I make a video and I make a reaction. I don't even know what to say yet. I feel like if I ended now and I made a reaction, I would just be disappointed. Also, can I say something else about that Direct? Did we learn anything? That was a 15-minute Direct of Mario Kart. Did we actually learn anything? Was there any new information that we didn't already know? Like, I'm being honest. Jump? Oh, yeah, we did learn there was a jump. Wall ride? No, we knew about wall ride. So I guess we learned about jump. Did we know about jump? I didn't. That was actually the only thing in there that I was like, that's new. Okay, so I don't know. Is the jump worth $10? Is that what it was? The hidden collectibles? Map secrets? Yeah, I mean, yes, you are right. The map secrets, the tiles, and the P-switches, we didn't know about that. But at the same time, is that not kind of a given? And also, I was kind of hoping for more. So I don't know. That kind of like equaled out to nothing in my mind. I mean, P-switches are just like activating coins in the world. Did we not think there were coins in the world? How much time do you have a Mario Kart 8? Between Wii U and the Switch, hours. I couldn't tell you. Especially on Wii U. I played the Wii U version more than the Switch version. Because there wasn't anything else to play on Wii U. Literally countless hours. Oh, the rewind function. Yeah, true. Rewind was new. The rewind and the jump. Yeah, rewind time. That is new. Because there's nothing I love more in Mario Kart than intentionally going backwards in a race. No, the rewind is cool. I will never use it, but it's cool. What do I do? What do I say? What do you think the reactions are online? Can we look at that? Can I pull up Twitter, actually? Because right now we're in a little bit of an echo chamber. I would love to know what YouTube and Twitter thinks. Let's let them form my opinion for me. All right, there's no reaction videos out yet.
We don't know about. Those ones are like, okay, get up and watch. But any direct on a game, you might think that it's worth it. You might think that it's not, you know? So that's at least my opinion, at least. Bill Trinan hinted. Doug never said that it was the guy Trent or some tracks. It would just be like, well, you just don't get them. There'd be no DLC. But this time they actually just put all the retro tracks, or I mean, I don't know if it was all.
That's my buddy OJ. I was trying to see what he said, but I can't really sit here watching a whole stream. I don't really know. How do I find... My whole timeline is going to be about H3 and wrestling. That's what it always is. And whatever that is. How do I find just about Nintendo? Wait, I should probably type in Mario Kart. Spawn Wave? What did he say? That's it. That's the Mario Kart World. Nintendo really hyped up Mario Kart World's Direct to show us stuff we've already seen. Mario Kart World. This is from Nathaniel. This is from friend of the show, Nathaniel. Had almost no new info. The new stuff could have just been the Switch 2 Direct. I mean, I do agree with that, actually. Mario Kart World has hundreds of missions, collectible coins, and more to collect in free roam. Wait, where are the hundreds of missions? The Return of Mario Kart DS mode. This game is it. I'm pretty happy about it. Okay, well, Stealth is happy. Why isn't Diddy Kong in the game? Also, can we talk about the Mario Kart World map? It is literally the Breath of the Wild map. Mario Kart World map. Is this not just the Breath of the Wild map? But like someone said it's the Breath of the Wild map, but flipped. And it kind of, I mean, here's Hyrule. A lava mountain, which is usually over here. An ice area, which is usually over here. There's even like a forest, like where the Master Sword is, which I think the forest is usually about here in Breath of the Wild. And then like the desert, the desert's in the right spot actually. And then like the coast is even in the right spot over here, where the coast is in Breath of the Wild. Okay, this website sucks, but I found a colored version of the map. So you see like this coast area? It's like the same. It literally looks the same, like with like the little flick there. Whoops. And then the little flick down here. What is happening? And then the mountain and the ice, the mountain and the ice. I mean, was this on purpose? It's the same picture. Riveting stuff comparing Breath of the Wild and Mario Kart World map. My guy, you can leave. You don't have to be here. Entitled gamer. All right, well, hold on. You're just living up to your name, to be fair. Is this not interesting? Can I get a 1 in chat if this is interesting? You don't find the identical maps interesting? I mean, I don't think I'm alone. The entitled gamer, you called them a shill? That's funny. Oh, shoes on the other foot now, huh, EG? All right, I don't know what else to say or what to do. All right, final thoughts. The game looks sick. The game looks super fun. It's definitely going to be the best Mario Kart. To me, it looks like a normal evolution of a series. It looks like Mario Kart 8, but with better graphics, and they've added an open world. There's not much to do in that open world, but they have added it. I don't know if I personally see any extra over-the-top effort to make it specifically worth $80. Nintendo have said they're doing variable pricing now, depending on what they deem a game worth. If that's the case, I personally would have liked to have heard why Mario Kart World is deemed to be $80. Maybe they thought it speaks for itself, and I don't feel like I am being too overly critical or overly judgmental to say I don't think it speaks for itself. I play every Nintendo game that comes out. I've played every Mario Kart. I see more value in a game like Tears of the Kingdom being 80 than a game like Mario Kart World being 80. I'm a little shocked by the price on this one, and I'm not sure where the extra charge is coming from. That said, if you love Mario Kart, I'm sure this will be $80 worth of value to you. As far as video games go and replayability goes, you can probably squeeze $80 out of this better than you can most other games because it's replayable and you can play it forever. I mean, that is the case with other Mario Karts too, but I'm trying to be fair. I'm trying to be fair. Yeah. I'm really shocked. I'm really shocked that Nintendo increased the price that high and they didn't just go to 70. Because 70 is still a jump up from them. Yeah, I'm shocked they didn't go to 70. Yeah, I'm pretty just shocked. I really don't know. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. You can have your opinion. That's my opinion. I hope you appreciate my opinion, and I appreciate your opinion. I can only be me. I can only have my opinion. I can only do what I do, and I can only be me, and I can only have my opinion, and that's mine. And maybe it'll change when I play the game. I don't think so. I don't know if I'll ever. And you can clip this and save it for when I make a review. I don't believe in my review I will tell people that it's worth 80. I believe in my review, I will most likely say, yeah, this is really fun and it's Mario Kart. And if you love Mario Kart, you should probably buy it. But I don't think it's worth 80 over any other video game, especially any other video game that Nintendo has made. I feel like that's what I'm predicting I will say. Unless I, play this game and my pants are literally blown off. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make a video with my thoughts here, and I'm gonna upload it, and then later today I'll have the podcast. So if anything changes in my opinion or any information online, and I didn't get to it while live or in my video that I'm about to make, I will discuss it on my podcast. You can come into the chat. If you're watching this after or you've been watching this whole time, I apologize. I was kind of bummed out by it. I mean, I hate when I do these reactions and I'm not in the best mood. But, I mean, it does seem like most of chat was with me, and I can only have the opinion that I have, and I can only be as excited as I am, you know? So, I love you all so much. This is not a reflection on any of you or me. This is just what's happening right now. And I appreciate everybody that appreciates my opinion, and I appreciate all of your opinions. If you think it's worth 80, if you don't think it's worth 80, it's your wallet, end of the day. You know? It's your wallet. That is life. That is literally how life works. I feel like sometimes we get really bogged down in like in certain ways of thinking. But like if you go to the store and you see a really nice jar of honey, you know, locally sourced farm-born honey, you know, and you're like, oh, I love honey. I would love to take this home. And you pick it up and you look at the bottom of the jar and it says $35. That's your choice to make. If you can afford it and you really love honey, you should buy it. You know, if you really want it, it's locally made. It's probably the best honey you can get. It's probably delicious. Spread that crap on your toast and have a great time. You've made your money. You've earned it. You deserve to be spoiled. If you look at the bottom of that honey and you go, I cannot afford that, and regular honey is fine with me, that's how life works, and that's what most people will do. You will put that honey down. You won't buy it. Maybe you'll come back in a couple of months and it'll be almost expired and they'll drop the price down to 20 and you'll be like, you know what? I can afford that honey now. Not as fresh as it was when I first saw it, but still probably better than that little bare plastic jar that you see at Target supermarket. And maybe you buy it then. But that's how the marketplace works, you know? That's for you to decide. All right, everybody.